back with another episode of Rare Talks.
Like, comment and subscribe, you know what it is. Pick up the Spotify link as well, yeah?
Exclusive audio footage, I always say footage. Exclusive audio on there for you guys to listen to that we haven't released as footage. So, yeah man, just support the thing still.
Run that up,
But yeah, there you are, man, like the main host.
The co-host.
The main host adds, hold tight my brother.
Co-host friend.
Yeah man, real friend.
Planet.
He always says I'm moany, but I'm not moany, man. I'm a happy guy, man. I'm enjoying life right now. You get me? You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? The last 3 responses, they're getting better from you now, you know.
Yeah, come on, man.
They're getting better. The response is getting better now. Still, I see it. I see the maturity still. I see the maturity.
We're growing, you know, we're growing in this.
I see that,
see that. But today, yeah, man, we've got one of our special, we always got special guests, but this one here is another epic one. My brother, Evil Killy.
No Behaviours finest.
No Behaviours finest.
We are the hub on Link Up TV. If you don't know, go and check it out.
Trust me, their show's the best one on this.
Best one on there.
That's the only one to watch. So
that's real shit.
So yeah, man, don't know my brother, man, like Margs.
I love having me, man.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, properly. I know. I'll just introduce him.
I hate when people say that. I don't even know what to say.
Evil Killy, you get me?
Evil Kilowski, big march from the east side of the bridge. You know me. Come on, man.
Come on,
H-Town business, east side, match time, all of that good stuff.
Come on, man.
Triple threat, rapper, singer, podcast extraordinaire.
That's a singer as well, yeah?
Nah, I'm gassing.
Watch out on the ear.
Where's the R&B?
Yeah,
No,
you get me?
There's a couple of rhythms I've got where I try to, you get me, put a little vocal, a little
melody.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nah, that's not my story though, man. If I could sing, I'd be going dumb with it. I'd be like UK Breezy. See if I could sing, my thing would be set.
Would you do the dance moves?
I'll try. I'll try. I ain't got I can dance, but I'm like a natural dancer.
What all the moves and that?
No, I'm saying that rave. Catch me rave settings.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even a stand up in the dance stiff face, man. That's not me. You see me, vibes, skank, gal, wine up, all of these things. But I'm saying that the professional thing that.
But you had a few moves.
No, I'm saying I ain't got it.
It's got a few moves. I know you two should have a dance off. Real talk. The light skinned brothers here from the podcast.
Here we go.
And me and Luis as well. That would be sick.
That's a you, Luis.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Definitely beat Louis.
Nah, Luis might win still.
No rhythm.
He said got no rhythm.
No rhythm. He's sick. But nah, I ain't got all that in me. But if I did, it would be game over.
Yeah, in my younger days I used to dance still, but not more.
I heard you won a competition.
Yeah, you remember what we was talking about, innit?
Yeah, 6 them man was dancing all trying to get the gal man that. Yeah.
But I won it though. I won £50.
Bro, that's your biggest achievement, isn't it?
Why are you hating, bro? Why are you hating? Bro, checks, they're hating. We had a dance competition. Imagine this as well. There's a group called Peridot. Yeah? Peridot, you know, but if you heard Peridot, they were on Britain's Got Talent with diversity and that. But you know, Eugene Sims from Peridot, the man, the professional dancers, he was in the competition, he didn't win. He was in the competition, he didn't win.
But I didn't want to win.
You get me? I beat
all
the dancers.
He was in the competition as well?
Yeah,
but it wasn't like that. So I'm trying to say, he's trying to make it sound like I came there for one girl specifically. That's one girl I came for.
It don't matter. It don't matter about that.
Yeah, that means you didn't get her because you didn't win.
He didn't get her, that's what I'm saying. I got her.
No, I didn't want her still.
I got her. He did want her. You came to the dance.
Yeah, but when I see a dance with a certain man, it broke my heart still.
Why? Because I was like breezy them day. I was like MJ.
Bruv, let me tell you something. The light skinned brothers back in the day used to win. No word of a lie. Primary school times, the light skinned guys were winning. But you see, when we got to year 7, year 8, the girls wanted the rough, black, dark skin, cute, the chocolate man. You know what I'm saying? These men got washed out them times. You know what I mean?
Never.
Gavin was. You weren't the light skin flat, and then Chris Breezy came back and it was over.
That's one of the biggest myths that's gone around these.
You know that, ain't it? Some big myth.
Obviously, I understand that a black man was in at a time, but I can't remember a time when I've never not been in.
Yeah. No. I can't remember a draft.
Like, me personally, innit? I don't know what happens to have a light skin youth, but me, I've never not been in.
Bro, is it like that?
I'm God in there. I'm just saying, I've been relevant for time.
And now as well, you know that as well.
No.
Bro, fam.
South's different though. South's different.
This
South's
guy,
different. Man doesn't understand. South's different.
So what used to happen in Kennington days?
What do you mean?
You know, man's not gonna bait up because we're adults now and like we've got to be respectful to our partners and you get me. But you know already anyway.
Bro, I was the King Savage.
Yeah, you was. I'm not gonna lie, but.
Say no more. Say no more. Let's say no more. Let's say no more.
Yeah,
For our relationship status is single in a few weeks.
Yeah, you know that, innit? Trust me.
Hey, tell me up in the microphone.
But yeah, man, how you been though, Margs? How's everything, man?
Nah, man, I'm good, man.
Yeah,
Just
man.
out there, just working and just getting on with it, man. Flipping. So lockdown's annoying me, blood.
It's jarring, innit? So you say, man needs to go out there and go to, we say carnival, going carnival this year if they open it up.
I haven't been carnival since I was like 6 or something. No, I'm not. I've touched it a couple of times with the killies, but nah, I'm not a carnival man. That sort of falls on my birthday as well. Or like
Is it?
Birthday, if you like that kind of time.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't got time. I ain't got time for that. I know there's bare gal and all that, but it's just the carnival's too much.
It's dangerous, isn't it?
It feels like it.
Yeah.
I won't even know because I don't go, but it looks it. You get what I'm saying?
Nah,
It looks it.
like
If you see me in carnival, I'm gonna be 50, 60 deep.
Yeah.
Like, and them kind of energies as well. It's not.
It's true though, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying?
I've been a few years for vibes and that, like I've said before, and that. It's alright. It's alright, man.
Hey, tell him enough as well.
But a dance though, holiday, just normal life.
Yeah,
man.
to fly out as well, isn't it?
Yeah, fly out, even just restaurants, gym, just normal shit
Yeah.
that man can't do because it's not like I've locked myself away. I'm outside, I've got to work, I film all the time, I'm outside all the time, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, man's around pure unruly people, so you can link people in their yards or whatever it may be. Like, man's out, innit? But even though man's out, there's not really nothing to do. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, unless I'm working, filming, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Really? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's only so much time you can chill with man and whatever. Like, so there's nothing proper going on in it. So all man's doing is just working.
Just building.
It's just like, nah, man, just feel like I just need a little break.
Holiday.
Yeah,
man does need a holiday.
My toes in the sand and thing. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I need a holiday.
Some ocean water and that. You get me in the,
All of that
beach
stuff.
and that. Yeah, man.
Sea salt and that.
Yeah,
man.
Not no chlorine in the swimming pools, like in the gyms and that. No one with that, bro.
So before I was cool, man, but it's been enough long now, blood. It's getting to man. You get me?
It's over a year. What is it? Been over a year now.
It's a year, bro.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
whole year now. Because it's like my second birthday's coming up on lockdown. You get me? So
See, that's like jail things. Like, man went into lockdown 2 years younger.
it's true.
Like, that is mad.
That's so true.
So you gotta take that age. Once they let us, you gotta take that age off you. Their birthdays don't even count. Man's just been chilling and holding the meds. So
we say take them off me. Yeah.
don't even count them. I wouldn't count them if I was you.
I was just looking to just turn up on my birthday this year, man. I just
And do
man,
what though? Who's gonna?
Go in the park or something, innit? And just set up a
Yeah,
gazebo
but
and
you might
jack up
get nicked
chicken.
though.
Ah, man.
No, the parks have been jammed.
Yeah, everyone's having
They're unruly. They can't place it. There's not enough place.
Yeah.
I don't. Like I said, I don't know. South and East is different, but round our way, when any little piece of sun, then parks.
Everyone's
are
in the park.
jammed.
Ram, innit?
And there's no way they can police it. Like, it's too many people. I was in a spot the other day, but that was in like North in Primrose Hill. It was like a festival in there. Man's there with big boom boxes playing music. Like, people were like dancing,
Like
flexing.
picnics.
It's like a little mini carnival. Like, it was mad. There was bare people there. What's boy they gonna come and do? They couldn't. I didn't even see them. I didn't see them once. They must have just said.
No, they couldn't do anything. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah, they ain't gonna
Right.
do
It's a
shit.
public place, isn't it? I might have to turn up in the park this year. I'm like, lie, bro.
When's your birthday?
30th of April this month as well. End of
Oh
this
yeah, we're
month.
still locked down as well. But by the time
It's
By the time your birthday comes, I think restaurants and or at least bear gardens or funny little things might be open, so you might be able to pack a little something. But then still, there's going to be the
this-
COVID rules of maybe
that's
6
what I'm
at a
saying.
table. It's still going to be it's going to be
It's
neat.
long, and then
Yeah,
they're saying
so-
that they're going to be doing something like testing and all that for people to go in restaurants, and I don't know how they're going to work this. I really don't know how this is going to happen.
The vaccine passport thing and all them
And
stuff.
see a certificate
That's
as
a
well.
joke. That's a joke. That's a joke.
She said the man will go for their thing, yeah.
But I told you like, what we got to do. Like, I told you.
I'm good, fam. I'm good.
You got to firm it, bro. So what's it gonna do? It's not gonna kill man, bro. Man's got to firm it.
I hear that.
What's that? Firm it and don't get it, or firm it and take it?
Firm it and take it, bro.
Nah. I thought you meant firm it, not take it, bro.
But let me tell you something. I've always said this, yeah. Before man them say they're not taking it and then take it, you just look dumb. You might as well say I'm gonna take it and not take it.
I'm
Let me tell you
holding
why.
out.
Let me tell you why. You're better off saying raw. I'm gonna take it, but then not take it. Does it make sense? So you seem like everyone else, but you really got your own mind. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's
even
better.
like 48 loads of
It's
power.
like, I've said that I'm not taking it, not taking
Yeah.
it. In the last few days, I've been thinking, saying, right, should I just go and take it? But it's not a lot of people obviously, but there's funny people that's had problems with blood clots and all that, and I can't afford none of all that. I got like, I had blood clots in my head and all them funny things, you get me? I still have like surgery and them funny things, so I'm not even risking it. It needs to be super certified before I even go there.
100%.
I think they made it too quick anyway. What is what it is.
I don't want to get it, man. Like you said, man, get some allergic reaction or something like a blood clot. You get me?
Bro, I believe men's gonna go. I'm not even scared of that stuff.
Yeah, you're a better man than me, boy. Trust me. I'm scared.
But yeah, man. So,
what made you start No Behaviour?
That's what I was going to just ask.
What made you start No Behaviour?
Like mixing with podcasters and that. So the 3 shots of tequila, man know them. They used to invite me up on their show, and their thing's huge. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and anytime I used to go up like just reoccurringly or whatever. Anytime I would go up in the comments and that, I would always get good feedback. You get me? Like Poet and that used to invite me up on Filthy Fellas. I think I've been on podcast. So I was doing just little guest slots, innit? On people's things. And anytime I would go up there, the feedback was always good. To the point where people was starting to say, like, oh yeah, you should do your thing, whatnot. But I was just like, I don't know, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do that, you get me? But like, I was still in and around it and all that, seeing certain things, seeing the patterns, seeing these men make money and rah, and I'm thinking, nah, this thing here is not even, it's something that I might need to really consider, you get me? And then I think then I went on a tour. They went Birmingham, Manny, Bristol, down London and all that. And I went with them on the tour, you know what I'm trying to say? But I just went with them just because I just move like that. I'm gonna, if I'm starting, when I'm thinking about something, I want to study it and see
do my
research and see what's really going on there. You get what I'm trying to say? And see how these men are living. Like I've gone on tours before, like with rappers, man them rah. But a podcast tour was just mad to me. The fact that they could go on tour the country doing podding and that. So I went to see what it was like, just to get information and that. And there's a couple cities that will be popping in, and then the people in the crowd say, right, get Margs up and that. I'm saying, I don't know how you don't know I'm here. You get me? But they're like, no, get Margs up. So they called me out on stage on a couple of shows and I'm just like, nah, this is alright. So that's when I said, nah, you know what? I'm gonna try my own thing. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna try my own thing, and I just left it. So for ages, because I was thinking, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. You get me? And if I do something, I don't want it to be whack. Where I've got the platform already and the reputation from music, and my reputation is alright. It's good. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't want to move into something and it be dead, because that would kill me.
Yeah.
And that's just how I am as a person. If I do something, I want to do it proper. So I'm beating my head up about it like the whole time. What am I going to do? What's the point? If I do one, what's it going to be about?
Yeah.
Rah. And I didn't really know. And then I was thinking, no, okay, cool. I need something. I need like obviously like the man them are vibesy. You get me? Jokes, everything's always best. I'm saying I need to bring the man them's energy out there. You get me? So then I'm thinking, who am I going to do it with? You get me? But Loons was in jail. Loons used to phone me all the time. You get me? I used to speak to him every day. He's in jail. It's time coming home, and I thought about it. And Loons is a madman.
Yeah.
Loons is a madman. People see him on camera and just think that he's like this all the time. He could even be worse off camera.
Yeah,
Anywhere he goes, like he can't just be in the room and just be there.
Yeah, everyone will remember him.
Everyone will remember Loons. If you know Loons, if you're in a room with Loons, you're gonna know he's there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you meet him for the first time, one of the things that a lot of people say is, "Right, this brother is funny." That's why this brother's sick. You know what I'm trying to say? That it just has that effect on people. So I'm saying, nah, I need to get Loons on this, because if I can get like 70-80% of who Loons is conveyed to the audience, to the camera, they're gonna love him. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So I was speaking to him when he's in jail, and I just told him, like, look, man, I'm doing a podcast, and when you come home, this is what we're doing. You're doing it with me. You get me? And he's like, what? I'm like, trust me, this is.
Was he on it at first?
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, man. He was like, I got faith in you, innit? Like, if this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So I was just like, yeah, this is what we're doing. This is when you come home, link me. We're gonna pattern up. We're podcasting. You get what I'm saying? So he was just like, whatever. You get me? And he come home, grabbed him, and just move from there. Because even he was on me like, oh yeah, what's the podcast gonna be about? And I was just like, it's gonna be about us. What do you mean? I'm saying it's gonna be about us, innit? Like, it's not. Because I didn't want to do something like the social commentary thing and that. You get me? You know, like talking about current events. Because if there's a slow news week,
then there's not
really got no content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So if we make it about us, we can go up there, we can literally talk about what we want, we can pick and choose. Sometimes we can do current affairs, sometimes we can just have casual conversation, just whatever it's like when you link the man then. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you are brothers, you link each other, whether you're on camera or not, you're never going to meet each other and not have something to talk about.
It's true though.
100%.
You know what I'm trying to say? Because you're brothers, you can link each other every single day. You're not just going to be sitting in the room looking at each other.
It's true. Yeah.
You're going to talk. You know
It's
what I'm trying to say? So I'm saying, we'll just go on the camera, we'll just be ourselves and we'll just do it and just see how it rocks. Because all that's got to happen is, if the people like us, for us and our personalities, then they're cool. Yeah. Then they can sit down and watch us. You know what I'm trying to say? And I always knew it was going to be alright. I didn't know how good it was going to go or whatever, but I knew it was going to be alright because of loons.
yeah. But you had the vision though. You had the vision.
Yeah.
That's good still.
I knew Loons is a psycho. Like, Loons is funny. He's easily one of the funniest people I know.
Yeah,
he
is.
He don't even mean it. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's just natural, innit?
It's just natural. Yeah, so I'm saying, if this guy just comes and just be himself, then I think we're going to be cool. You get me? We've done it. And it's just been going from strength to strength, to be honest with you. It's just been dope.
And what would you say the difference is? Because like you said, you've been on tours in the music game and that, like, and you've been on podcast tours. So what is the difference between like doing music as an artist and then obviously into the podcasting world? What do you think is the difference?
It's mad because I think the fan bases are a bit different. You know what I'm trying to say? That the music fan base, people can rate you. They rate you for your talent and that, and they look up to you. If they listen to your music, they enjoy it. If they're fans, like they do rock with you. But you see, with like podcast people that support you, the bond just feels a bit different. Because I'm not just rapping, it's not just a 3-minute song. You're sitting there, you're listening to me talk every single week. A couple hours every single week without fail. You've heard me talk about all different things. Man's quite open and that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, give my honest opinion. So after a certain while of that, you feel like you know a man. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That you feel like you know a man. Like, you rock with a man. You really like a man. It's not like just I like his bars and I like his thing. Like, no, I like him. I think he's cool. I rock with him. And I understand that because I watch podcasts. You know what I'm trying to say? I only watch people that I like. You know what I'm trying to say? And it can work both ways. It can make you like someone. It can make you dislike someone. But the people that you rock with, you're gonna watch them all the time. And if you buck them, you feel like you know them. You know their personality. You know their sense of humor. Like, you can make jokes with them. You know what I'm trying to say? That. So it's mad. The bond with the podcast thing is different. For like I said, when I went on them man's tour, to see how them man were moving on a podcast was mad. It's like they're rock stars. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, people are going crazy, and I've seen them do small. I've seen them do big rooms. I've seen them sell out 3,500 seats or something like that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
And what were they charging a ticket?
Huh?
Were they charging tickets? Like?
I'm never going to do maths on this.
I just wanted to know. You know, I like that.
But I mean, even if it was a score.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You get what I'm saying?
I've
watched them. London. Where was it? Hammersmith. I'll show you. We stand on the stage there. They've sold the place out. You get me?
Wow.
3 racks plus. And I'm saying, nah, this is mad. Everyone going crazy for them. I'm saying, you men are really rock stars. Like, this ain't a joke. You get what I'm saying? So even for like the music thing, if you rap and all that kind of stuff, like, you can't be a rapper without having an ego. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so whether you're in it for the music, you love the music, there's part of you that loves that side of things as well, like the fame and the popularity, the reputation, all that kind of stuff. You feed off that as well. You know what I'm trying to say? That it helps you buzz. So I'm saying that you can still have that without, like, you can still have that off podcasting. And I see it firsthand with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, this is sick. This is dope. I'm saying, now I'm gonna try a thing still. Let me try a little something. You feel me?
Nah, you lot didn't try a thing. You
done a thing. Yeah.
No, but we're new in it. We're a new podcast, and one thing that I know is that man have to put work in. Even when I sit down with Loons, I was telling him, like, this ain't like no quick. This ain't like no, like we have to graft, we have to work, and especially the podcast, even say in this country that we're comparing ourselves to, they've been working for years. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect nothing after 1 year. I'm saying, if nothing don't happen, or if nothing don't come after it after 1 year, you can't be disheartened.
No, you can't. You still got to put in that groundwork.
We got to keep going. Consistency. It's like a 2-3 year plan. 3 years comes and man, then let's think about this and see what we're doing and whatnot. But a year and that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing compared to what I want to hit triple figures so bad. When I'm watching podcasts, Joe Biden podcasts, episode 400 and something, or 3 shots, it's episode 300 and something. And to me, that's just mind blowing. You get me? The consistency of he's been there. That's
success.
That's success. You know what I'm trying to say? That people have been watching you for that long. I can't wait to hit triple figures. When I could say, it's episode 126 of I'm saying, alright, yeah, now we're doing something. You know what I'm trying to say? All that other stuff. I mean, we're 64 episodes deep. We ain't missed a week. That's good. It's alright. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Man, set
duration. But you know what? How long have you not been in it now? Like a year? Is it about a year? Just over a year?
Just over a year, yeah.
When was it? February?
Like end of January last year.
Yeah. So it's February I saw you, man.
Just over a year. 8 missed a week. And then now we're going to go into 2 episodes a week, I think.
Oh, okay, you're going to start filming 2?
Well, that's just, for the business side of things. Like, everyone ain't getting the 2. You get me? But we've got the Patreon thing set up.
Yeah.
People are supporting us and paying us and rock with us. I need to give them a little something extra, you know what I'm trying to say? So everybody on that platform will get an extra podcast a week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I'll probably just put like little clips of it on YouTube. Yeah. Just so people know what's going on. So if they want to get involved, they can.
To get the new subscribers.
Yeah, they can come and get involved and all that. But yeah, but it's like work, sitting down and talking twice a week. It's mad. Obviously, it's gonna go alright. It has to go alright. We're gonna do it. But even thinking about it, it's daunting because of the way that man even run their podcast. It's not. I don't know how you man did. Whether you do post production and you kind of know what you're gonna do and what you're gonna go. Me and Lewis are crazy.
You gotta just turn up.
We just turn up. We don't never speak about what we're gonna talk about.
I love that. That's real.
Yeah. But I think that's why you man's team.
That's how you get the best out of it.
Yeah, I think that's why you man's team pops like that, you know.
Well, maybe, but then now we've got to do
so
that 2 times a week.
I think it'll be easy for you lot,
It's
man.
a bit easier.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, man. You lot, because sometimes I'm like sitting there, I'm listening. I'm like, these man could have went on for 2 hours easily, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, like how drink champs and that have their thing. They have their thing for long. They're just sitting there, just drinking and that. But you guys are just it's just natural. Like, and one thing I would say is that you've inspired a lot of people that's come from that street background, like rappers and just real people, to get into the podcasting game as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely say that. I 100% say that. That's true. Like even with man, like you lot are the first podcast I ever saw. You know, back in the day, I never used to watch podcasts. I said, "Oh, man's doing podcasts." That's dead, bro. But like, you lot was the first ones that I saw, and I was like, "Bro, let me listen to this. Let me see what these men are saying." And I sat and I was like, "Bro, these men are talking something still." And I was laughing. I was like, "Bro, my man's funny." And I was like, "Yeah, I like this. And then I left it. I didn't watch bare of it because I wasn't really into podcasts. And then I told you what episode made me like you lot. The Lisa Aries episode.
Remember you said,
Right, I watched the episode. I watched about an hour of that episode, bro. Like, I sat there, I was like this, watching it, like, intensely. And I was like, wow, this is actually... Because Loons was getting onto her. And he was like, no, I'm allowed it. And she was just like, she didn't really care. But Loons was onto her. Like, no, I'm not having it. You have to tell. This is my opinion. I believe this. And I was like, bro. So I was watching, it was kind of heated. And I was like, bro, this is actually kind of sick still. That's actually kind of sick.
Like for me, I knew about all the other podcasts, but I'm not gonna lie, this is my honest opinion. The only ones that I was religiously, that I would watch is like Drink Champs, like the Americans, Joe Biden. And even with Joe Biden, he just sometimes just chats bare S for long. So I was like, allow it, man. You get me? But Drink Champs, I've watched every episode of Drink Champs. So one day, like it was lockdown and I'm on my TV, I'm going through YouTube, I'm like, what's there to watch on there? And your thing just come up, boom, I see you and Loons. I'm like, Margs has got a podcast. What? And it says no behaviour. I'm like, right, let me check this. Bam, I clicked it. I think it was the episode where you was filming in your house. Yeah, because you lot weren't in the studio yet. But then when I went back, I think you guys started in the studio, isn't it?
Yeah, it was lockdown in, so lockdown come. And when lockdown come, bare people start working, all the studios closed and all that kind of stuff. But obviously, man spoke to man's producer and that, asked him if he was on it. He said he's on it. So I was like, alright, cool, we ain't missing a week. So let's just bring everything to my yard. We was doing in the yard. So we just went from there. And then when it opened back up again, we just moved back to the studio.
Yeah, so I think and then I was like, every week, every Tuesday, because like I said to you, man, I'm the visual man. Like I like to watch, man, innit? Yeah. Now I've got into the audio thing. Now we're starting to do our thing. I just started to get listening to audio, but I like the visuals. I just like seeing the man them and just seeing how you man flow with each other. I was like, bro, every Tuesday and try to do my cooking. So on the Tuesday now, I'll be cooking like for my orders and that, and I have my little iPad and I put it in the kitchen. Bam, I'm watching while I'm doing my orders. That was you get me? A man's in lockdown, so man's banging man's orders or whatever. But that was like, this is something I can proper relate to. Like, no disrespect to the other guys and that. The only ones I would really watch is like anything that Poet would do because I like what Poet's vision and angle is. But I wasn't religious to any of the other podcasters until I watched You Man's thing. Then I started going to watch Filthy. I didn't know about Filthy.
Okay.
I see it come up like a couple times. Like I knew about Specs and that. But I used to always think Specs was part of AFTV. You get me? I thought it was that guy. So I wasn't really into like the but I always knew about Poet. I knew about Vuj from obviously Marston and that Shadrach and the Mandem and all that. But yeah, it was you man's thing that really kind of made man watch the London, like us man, innit? And man, I have to commend you man for that, bro. Because you brought something different to the game.
That's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to create, because obviously I'm in and around it, innit? I've got brethren that do that, so I'm kind of up on it. But nothing of the man them ain't watching no podcast, listening to no podcast. But at the same time, it's because there's nothing out there for them, innit?
Yeah.
So man wanted to create a podcast culture in man's community. You know what I'm trying to say? People them that grow how we grow, live how we live, and have something for them. So that's why man move like how they move. Man ain't really trying to like glorify the roads or glorify certain fuckeries, but man live how they live. Man come from where they come from. So man can say certain things, and there's bare man out here who can relate to what man's talking about when man's going to speak. You know what I'm trying to say? Nothing of other youths can't really talk like that because that's not their story. You know what I'm trying to say? That they never come up like that. You know what I'm trying to say? So man just wanted to. That's what I like the most. When I've got certain men from the streets. Yeah, whoever they're my brothers are, obviously they're going to support me and stuff like that. But they say certain things that lets me know they listen to the podcast. I can't believe you man are listening to podcasts. I know you man. I know what you man do in your spare time. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I know you man. I can't believe you're listening to podcasts, but you're listening to man's thing and you're supporting it. And that's what man want to do for everyone, north, south, east, west. It's somewhere you can sit down and it's relatable. You know what I'm trying to say? Because what used to annoy me is when I hear certain man trying to have certain conversations or say certain things about road, and you can just see that you
can't relate to it. Like,
and that's why I said. That's why your thing. That's why I said. I knew it had to be successful.
Obviously, for the culture, I totally forgot as well. I forgot about for the culture. For the culture was one that I would always work, but it was never like it was. Sometimes it'll come out, sometimes it wouldn't. But for the culture was the only one that I say, oh yeah, this is can relate to man.
Yeah, because I'm never like
they're from the road.
I forgot for the culture as well.
Tricky,
me and Tricky rap together. And me and Tricky come up together. So to see Tricky doing it, and obviously it getting the love that he get as well, that makes it easier for me to try a thing. You know what I'm trying to say? And say, oh yeah, boom, I'm gonna do this. And then obviously the same kind of time. I went on listening party and all that.
Yeah, I remember that as well, yeah.
That was mad for me. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm still rapping, trying to release music or whatever, and I'm going to be sitting there and talking about man and get that. And no one don't do this kind of stuff.
The artists don't like it either. Like
no, of course they're not. And it's not even like, man's got the reputation man's got, but there's bare man that's more successful than man. So it could be seen as me being bitter or something, bad mouthing a man who's doing better than me in the music game. You get me? I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do that. After I recorded an episode come out, I don't think I wanted to watch it. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do this, you know. But it was alright, you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, all them kind of things there, like I said, for the culture, like that all help man to do their thing and say, yeah, boom, give man the confidence to say, nah, you know what?
Yeah. I
can do this.
Yeah.
And like we used to say, I've had a few people come to me and say, nah, I'm going to try and do my thing, or man, because man, there's a different avenue for man. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, man don't just have to be rapping. The media is a big platform. And I'm around, I'm saying, these men are making money off that. They're making money. And that's what it's about. We want to just make money and change our lives and get out of the hood.
Families and that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, man love music and all that, but like when man start rapping, man, I never grew up like wanting to be a rapper. It's something that just I never had. I'm not one of the men that had dreams. Oh, I want to be a rapper. I was on the road. Something it just came up. It happened, and then it's like during that time, seeing man's potential, made man think, raw. I need to take this seriously. You know what I'm trying to say? But the whole aim is always to change man's life.
Of course.
To come out of the hood, to change man's life. You know what I'm trying to say? Not have to be worried about going in jail or being in the chizzy. If I could make something of myself doing something proper, why ain't I going to do that? You know what I'm trying to say? That was always the aim. So even now, man, slow down on the music. And man ain't released music in so long because I'm doing this, But I'm saying I'm still working towards my goal.
That's right.
Which is changing my life.
That's right.
You get what I'm trying to say? Coming out of the streets and being able to provide for me and my family. That's all I ever really wanted to do. So however I do it, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I don't give a shit. And these man, and I'm witnessing man earn good money. You get what I'm trying to say? That doing this thing. So it's like, you just put the work in. This is definitely a route to go there. You know what I'm trying to say? So
that's well done, man. I have to commend you for that story. It's a real success of what you've done, the transition and everything. You get me? So.
Yeah, well, it's not easy because people still get on my neck, like they're on me for music. You know what I'm trying to say? Like?
Yeah, of course. I think you should still do your music and but like you said, focus on what your heart's telling you.
I would say do what is going to be most lucrative to you.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. That's my person. Because me, if I'm doing something and something else is more lucrative and I'm busting on this, I'm like, bruv, there's two routes. But let me, if this is what's really if this is working for me, you know, it's like I knew you that was a boxer and a rapper, And I said to him, forget the rap thing, just be a boxer. And he was like, no man, I want to be a rapper.
Was it
like, bro? Yes, my brother Pesta, my brother Pesta. So I said, bro,
big up Pesta.
Yeah, you see. So I said, Pesta, forget the rapping thing. Just be a boxer. You're actually good at boxing, bro. He's been on Sky Sports.
Yeah,
he's been on Wild and Roads, everything. He's been with Dylan White.
I just seen him walking out with Dylan the other night.
Yeah, John Harding.
John Harding Jr.
Yeah,
so
big him up.
Like, big up John Harding Jr. My brother. So
yeah.
like, he had a music career, but he bust off the boxing thing.
Yeah, he did.
That's where he's big now. Everyone knows him from being a boxer. If you didn't know him from before, you wouldn't really know he's a rapper. He's sick at rap. I'm not gonna even cuss him.
No, yeah, I've got a song with him still. He's hard still. Yeah.
But I would say his boxing career is where he actually picked off.
Yeah.
And I feel like if there's no shame in saying that, bro. If I'm doing this route and this is what's lucrative to me, then I'm gonna do it.
That's literally where I'm at, bro. Like, it's paying me, innit? It's working. I'm getting success, and it's paying me. So this is what I'm doing. And it's like there's no point me coming off my path before I've even hit my targets and my goals yet. You know what I say? I need to hit my targets and my goals and secure myself in what I'm doing, and then I've got the freedom to do whatever I want. You know what I'm trying to say? Another thing is the whole transition that man's making. It's not just like a transition into podcasting. It's a life transition. Yeah. I've been outside. I've been doing whatever I've been doing from young. You know what I'm trying to say? That I'm a big man now. There's certain things I don't want to be doing anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? So if I'm going to make music, I need to carry myself a certain way. There's no point in me taking 10 steps back and still you're going to see me hooded up on the block with young bucks talking about the trap and gassing up. That don't make no sense for me. That don't fit with me where I am in my life, innit? Even when I see certain people from my age group doing it, I just look at them and think, wow, why are you still doing this? I don't want to be doing the same things I was doing when I was 18. That makes me feel like I'm not making no progress. 100%. You know what I'm trying to say? So for me to make music and be cool, I need to be in a space where I could make different kind of music. You know, and I'm gonna have to like it as well. And where it's fucking me up is that I enjoy all the crowd and that. I love badness.
I come from it, innit?
Yeah,
get me.
That's what I love. If I'm gonna do it, really, that's what I really want to do. But then there's a little part of me that don't want to do that no more. So man's just going through a thing where like really man's just trying to find himself. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I tell people all the time, like man, like Loons always makes jokes like I ain't retired.
You're not retired, man. Don't worry.
I would just come out and say I quit if that was the case. I would just come out and say, look, it's long. I'm never going to do this again. This is what I'm doing. But that's not how I feel. But I'm having a fight within myself to find something that I'm happy doing. You know what I'm trying to say?
And you know what? You see what you just said. It's the hardest fight that any person can have because, you know, sometimes when we was talking about crud all these years, we love it. So if man was going to do it, man's going to want to say that crud. But guess what? Man's not even living that life anymore.
There you go.
So is man just lying for the sake of lying, and then man's not even being manself? I understand where you're coming from.
What message are we trying to send to the younger ones? Because you remember as well in our families, even if a man might not have kids, they still got younger siblings, cousins. So when they're hearing that, that's resonating with them. Right, my cousin was on when he's rapping his own crud. Like, but if you're not really believing and living that life, what's the point? Like, man's doing podcasting, man's being like a role model, bro. Like, even though man's not, and you know what, another thing what I rate is that your name, like, just like with all of us, our road names, like Rare, Fem, especially what you've done, you've turned your name into a brand. You've turned something that was known for negativity, you've turned it into a brand now, and it's not just like you said, podcasting. You're doing. You got your the pen game, the rap battles.
The pen game. Always talks about it. Brother, you need to get him on and do something.
Man, get me on. Your hands meant to be the man on there. Brother, if I go on, I'll smoke it though. I will go on and smoke it still.
I'll get him on there. See, that's another thing. Like, even no matter what man's doing, man's always gonna have love for the music, and that's one of man's passions. And where I feel like man never reached the heights or had the success that I wanted to in music, there's always a part of me that always wants to like shine light on other people. You know what I'm trying to say? So with the whole pen game thing, it's not like I'm looking to even like create battle rappers or make man battle rappers. A lot of these men are doing it. That's doing it for the first time. They're not battle rappers.
But saying that, Margs, you know what? Yeah, you lot. For me personally, in South Hackney, rap scene was Mashtown.
Yeah.
There was no one else.
If
you ask the older guy, I'm a little bit older, innit? So if you ask someone my age, like in his 30s, like raw Hackney back in the day rap game, it was only Mashtown. Who else was there? I don't remember anyone else. There's a few other men,
East London, like everyone else was
grand. That was on rap and probably on crud. We remember from Streets Incarcerated, from all the DVDs.
Mashtown.
There was no one else. So
man paved the way for all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, 1,000,000%. You lot are pioneers, bro.
But that's what man want to do. Man want to give people like opportunities. So that's what I really want to do is like just build the platform up to where it's big enough to where if you come on there, it means something. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you get a chance to showcase your talents. Like I give the winner money. I mean, it's not a lot, but you came in before the competition. If you win it, you're £1,000 better off.
Yeah, you get paid.
Than you was. You know what I'm trying to say? That. So there's incentives behind it. I've got a Link Up TV involved on this season and probably the next season as well. So there's a platform there that is bigger than the one that I've got. So the reach is bigger. You know what I'm trying to say? All I really want to do is give artists opportunities to get themselves out there. You know what I'm trying to say? Opportunities that man might never have had. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, what I could do is set the platform up, then it's for you lot to take it. You know what I'm trying to say? So all I really want to do is just build it up, grow it, make it as big as possible, and then just say, all right, cool, hey up. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and let's see what we can do. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you do the show and you're unknown, and then you do it, and then you're a little bit more known when you finish, and you can start releasing music and building up your own brand and rah 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 rah. That's all man really want to do, really. Like, really and truly. That's literally what I want to do. Just like
that's good at being someone who's doing something positive in this community.
Leading by example,
There you
innit?
go.
You don't realise it how powerful that is what you're doing, but you're actually doing something that a lot of people in years to come will respect you for that.
Hopefully, boy. Even down with the drill thing, that drill's got such a bad reputation. But I make them come and spit and rap on drill beats to show that it's music. You know what I'm trying to say? And even in this format, these that are cussing each other and saying bad things about each other, nothing bad ain't happening to no one. You know what I'm trying to say? It's entertainment. It's an art form.
I think even the way you've got it set, you know, like a lot of like clashes and that, the energies, like, so even with Lord of the Mics, it's legendary, innit? But you know the energies of the atmosphere, it seems sometimes a bit hostile for certain artists, but this one always seems like they're clashing but they're having fun. Everyone's having fun. You get me? The judges are there, they're busting joke, like it's sick, like
there's no animosity, and that's one thing. I've done it twice, 2 seasons.
Do you direct it as well? Like all the story, like you know, like the idea and everything, because it's your thing, or
I'm learning as I go. Last time I got Link Up TV, Rashid helps me. He's the production. I do like the executive production. Like obviously he does this every day, so he's got more of a concise vision, insight of what's going on, and man will just try and just learn from him and that. But it is man's vision basically and stuff. Everything gets run through man, and we decide what's going on. But he helps a lot because the second season, just visually, is way better than the first one. But that's because they put their hands on it. You know what I'm trying to say? But like, no, what was I saying?
About with just the atmosphere of the play, like
how I'm saying
everyone having
those
fun.
2 days bro, that I've done, because I film it all in one day.
Okay.
And then I chop it up and then just release it, so I've got content to go for the next however, if it's like 7 rounds in this next 7 weeks, then I know, and then once it starts finishing I'll start rounding up and trying to look for artists again, you get me? But those days that I film on, bro, they are cold. Like, they're lit. Anybody that comes there loves it. Like, it's fun. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's not a bad vibes thing. It's never a bad vibes.
I can see how it is. Yeah,
it's just good energy. Like, for all the contestants, the people filming, the people in the background, in the crowd, when everybody leaves on a high, like, nah, that was lit. You know what I'm saying? So probably gonna that's what I'm saying. It's just all about growth in it and build it up in it. I probably want to try and do like live shows of that shit.
I think that'll bang.
I'm probably gonna have them performing in front of the crowds and that, getting chairs, getting booed and all that, seeing what they're really made of. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, that's probably where I want to take it. You get what I'm trying to say? There's bare things that man can do with it, but even that's just still in the
it's in the workspace.
It's in the early stages, and with anything that man think long term. You know what I'm trying to say? So it might be a good few years before I get it to where it needs to get to. But I'm prepared to put in the work, and we just keep working, man. That's all man can do is try, blood.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
No, real talk.
That's the truth. All I can do is try. So I just got my hands in bed for pies and just trying different things and just come what may. You get me? But everything gets like decent feedback and stuff, and so I'm just on the journey. You get me? Like, I don't feel like I've done anything, really and truly. Even down to like with music and all that, because I didn't get to where I wanted to get to. So with anything, I don't feel like I've done anything. I don't feel like I've got nothing to be proud of. If that's,
but you got to remember the stages you was doing it though was the early stages, and it was rap as well. So even like how the industry is now compared to when you started, like they weren't really you lot was on DVDs and that. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing the same thing in the same era. So I think at that time is that man never really had a vision on how to make money from this music, if you know what I mean. By the time man's done it for all 4 or 5 years, it's just like man's just living man's daily life, but man's just doing music on the side, because that's, like you said, that's how it was. It weren't something that, like Wiley and that, they actually had an education on how to do music from sound man and that, so they knew how to press records, they had the formula already, so when they was doing it, they believed they could make money. For us, we were just doing it like because we loved it, innit? But so you can't really blame, because you done a lot, you pioneered, you helped set a scene, a UK rap scene, like you're part of that, bro. And that's it might not seem a lot to you, bro, but on the outside looking in, you've done a lot, bro.
No, man, understand. I'm not saying it don't seem a lot to man. Man, understand and man get it, but it's just like, it's just the way. If you set your stall out for something and you got a destination that you want to reach, and you don't reach it, then what? You know what I'm trying to say? I always feel like I'm working towards something.
No, Margs, but I'm going to say this to you. You have to always look. Don't measure success with how big it could have been. Just measure it with that you've changed lives, bro. You have changed people's lives. Yeah. And a lot, bro. What? Bare youngers in probably Hackney right now. I probably don't know all of them, but bare youngers. If we from South are watching you, man, saying, "Well, that's the Hackney youths." Man need to link with them, man are kind of sick. And then man's brother saying, yeah, I know one of them youths, he's ready to test for you. And then we're like, don't like, so it's like, bro, if you're doing things like that, like a man in South are watching you, probably man in North watching you.
Everywhere, all over the country.
Man in Birmingham,
UK.
Bro, don't get twisted. The reach is big. Like some people don't look at what they've actually done in general. They just think, because I never got to that high. But you don't realise that if it wasn't for certain things that you done, then they wouldn't have been what we have now. Does that make sense? Little youths would just be on the roads, just murdering each other every day. Youths from Hackney would have never even thought, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? From youths from East. I say East. In East, because you was influential in East. Because remember, when you lot started rapping wasn't a thing, it was grime. Everything was grime.
No one was rapping.
No, it was only that.
When I started rapping, no one was rapping.
Not in an
Joe
English
Blacks.
accent. Not in an English accent.
Well, gigs
that.
in that work.
No, one man, what I'm saying.
SMS.
When I say no one, people weren't, but just like you're saying, there weren't internet that back then, innit? So the world was smaller, innit?
Yes.
So people was definitely rapping.
Yeah.
I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
That don't mean nothing to me. Like once I started getting into that, and then like the DVDs and all these things like Streets Incarcerated, you go in there and you see man from bare different ends doing their thing, and then it opens up your brain to say like, rah, there's bare of us. I'm telling you, man, now I'm sick. I was young, spitting. Like I said, I'm first generation. I didn't copy no one. My influences are Americans and that. I want to spit in my own accent, got my own flow. Like I made up in my Ross Clark bedroom, rude boy. It don't come from nowhere. You know what I'm trying to say? But when I'm doing my thing, I didn't even know it was good until I'm spitting to my man them or people, and they're going crazy. And I'm saying, rah, this must be good because these are moving mental. Like not even normal. They're moving nuts. They're moving like I'm the coldest thing in the world. And I didn't know. You wouldn't know because I've got nothing to market against. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm saying at that time, I thought there was nobody that could do what I could do. I'm saying literally as well. This is where your head's about. I'm saying no one can't do this because we would know about it. No one can't do this. It's not until the world starts opening up and you start hearing man from next ends, and it's when you buck a man that's cold and you're like, oh shit. He could do what I could do. That's
on
crazy.
The same frequency as
I didn't even know someone else could do that. This brother is cold. You get me? And then you just work from there and it's just building up and
You did a mixtape with someone back then. Was it Joe Black? Did you do a mixtape with someone?
Yeah, Joe Black will join the Mash Time mixtape. I ain't done like a joint mixtapes with no one thing. Blacks joined Mash Time. Blacks are doing the Mash Time mixtape.
Who would you say is your favourite feature? Because you've done bare features, innit? Like with bare UK artists. You've worked with everyone, innit?
I've worked with a lot of man. I've got a few. What features? Obviously, Blacks is my brother. I love making tunes with Blacks. Me and Cash have got a couple of tunes. Cash Tastic, we've got a couple of tunes that man like. Spades. That's how biased is the thing. But obviously, we've got Warriors and that. We've got like big tunes. You know what I'm trying to say? But maybe Blacks. You know. Maybe Blacks is I enjoy. I got that Test Out the Nine with Krypton Conan's a cold tune. You know one of my favourite features? Me, Malik MD7 and K Coke. Big rhythm.
I think I remember that one.
I can't remember what the rhythm's called, but that rhythm was cold. That was cold. That's one of my favourite. That was one of my favourite rhythms. I love that tune. I can't even remember what this tune is called.
Get out, man.
I'm not stupid.
But I know you've worked with a lot of artists. I know, like he's worked with Sleep.
I've done the rounds.
You got tune with gigs. You got tune with gigs, isn't it?
Not just me and gigs, but on my mixtape, Margs and the Hype thing, me and gigs and Spades.
Okay.
Yeah, got a me, gigs and Spades thing. I worked with a lot of man. That Margs and the Hype thing mixtape had everyone that was hot around at the time. So Spades is on there, gigs on there. I got Gets on there, Crept, Blade Brand, Benny Banks, even that to Wiley and that. Like, I had that bare people on that mixtape.
Yeah.
You get me? I thought that was gonna go off. I ain't even got a fucking video for a song off that mixtape.
Right.
You see in Hackney, yeah. What do you think that would help the youths stop doing crime in Hackney? What do you think the youths need in Hackney?
To stop doing crime?
Yeah, to stop.
Niggas ain't gonna stop doing crime, man. What are you talking about?
No, you never think it's gonna stop?
No! Niggas ain't never gonna stop doing crime. Fuck Hackney all over the world, bro. Like everywhere, bro. They're not gonna stop doing anywhere. They probably do crime in Mumbai.
What could slow down the beef then?
Yeah. What could you reckon? Yeah, we could do to like
slow it down. Let's say slow it down.
Elders.
You know what it is, yeah? You need stronger characters in the community. I was literally just kind of having a conversation with Hypes in the car about this. It's mad. Hackney's so unruly. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
so segregated as well.
So segregated, it's so unruly. There's a lot of young boys that come up not without elders. Like the block that I'm from was kind of different, where there's always been generations. It's gone on for enough long. Like there's a conveyor belt. You know what I'm trying to say? Like even me as a big man, I've got man that I can still call elders today. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's just always been like that. And then enough of them new blocks and that came up never had that. So they're like first generation bad boys, and they just do their thing and they run their thing, and there ain't no one that can tell them nothing. You know what I'm trying to say? But I feel like if there was like just stronger characters in the community in the end that can come true and pull together and just bring some order. You know what I'm trying to say? Like at least to be able to get like a little truce, a little ceasefire, even if it don't last the test of time, but even if it's, I don't know, a few months at a time, just to say like, yo, we're not beefing, or we're not doing this, or we're not doing that. That would help a lot, because it's lawless over there. You get me? There's no one that can do that. Like I might be able to have a word with people from my side, but then that side hasn't got no one that they look up to or gonna think, and they're not gonna come talk to me because I'm from the other side as far as they're concerned. You know what I'm trying to say? That so there's no one to piece it all together. You know what I'm trying to say? But I think that's what it needs. To me, even if it's some of the young boys who've got like a different outlook towards things, maybe they run their block or whatever, maybe it takes for like some of them to just stand up and say like, yo, let's try dead this for a bit, or at least just let's calm it down. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, let's just allow it. Different, like I said, different characters in the community coming together, having conversations. That's the kind of thing that it would take. But it's mad because in Hackney, I just don't see it, man. It's mad because you gotta live it to go through it to understand. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and when you grow older, your mindset changes. So when you're young, you got big people telling you this. You're not listening to them. They're telling you you're not gonna feel like this forever, or you're not gonna be like, so this ain't gonna be a bridge forever.
You think you're gonna be out there, like,
and you're not listening to them because you're young. All you got is time in it. But then once you live it for yourself and you go through it, and then you go through certain things, you hit a certain age, you have to look yourself in your mirror. And you're like embarrassed, like, right, a man told me this. Like, a man told me I was gonna feel different. I didn't want to listen. I listened, but everybody's got 20/20 vision with hindsight. You know what I'm trying to say? So you have to live and you have to go through things. But the kind of fucked up thing about that is not everybody makes it through the other side, innit? You know what I'm trying to say?
No.
Not everybody makes it to wisen up. Some people have to waste their life in jail. Some people die. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, not everybody makes it through the storm in order to
learn from their mistakes.
Mistakes, and that's what's fucked up about it. But I feel like you kind of just have to live and learn and grow and hope that you make it through the other side. You know what I'm trying to say? But like, the roads is always going to be there, bro. Not everybody's got potential to come off the streets. I don't think that all the time.
That's so real.
I said that real. I said, man,
it's so real.
Potential to get off the roads.
No, everybody's always pretending that you can save everybody. You can't save everybody.
That's kind of true.
You have to understand. Like, you've got brethren. You know, you're trying to do something positive and thing. You know, one of your brethren you could reach out to and try and get him involved, or even inspire him to do his own thing. And like, you know which one of your brethren you could do that to. And some of them, you know, there's no hope for them. You can't help them. You can't. There's no hope. You get me? They're on these streets. Yeah. They're gonna live by it, they're gonna die by it.
Yeah.
That's it. They ain't got
That's
no
what they want.
moves. Yeah, that's what they want.
what they
No, but
want.
I say my age though, man can't be on the road. If you're in your mid-30s and you're banging, blood, I feel sorry for you.
But they might not be banging, they might just be like just out there,
You see,
having youngers around
that's
them.
the thing. See, you might not even be banging, but you're still in and around it, conducting yourself and carrying yourself a certain way. And if you're doing that, anything can happen. You can get caught up in an oddball. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you can be on the block at the wrong time, get stabbed up, get shoot up, whatever it may be. If you're carrying yourself a certain way, you're still doing it. I know bare big man that still are in the streets. If that makes sense. And it could even just be as much as caring what people think about you.
Yeah.
That's enough, because you're gonna have to keep up appearances. You're gonna have to do certain things. You're gonna have to carry yourself a certain way. You're gonna have to move. I don't know if any violations come. You're gonna have to feel pressure to do whatever you gotta do to, like, just caring about what's going on in the streets. Then you're still in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? The biggest thing to do for you to be able to make that transition and move on is not giving a shit what's going on. Why the fuck do I don't care what's going on over there. I forgot business what these men are saying about me. I don't even see these men. I don't know these men. I'm going somewhere else. I'm going and I'm doing somewhere else. I do not business what these men are saying about me. I could be an idiot. I could be washed up. I could be anything.
Yeah.
But whatever you guys' opinion of me ain't none of my rock clubs.
True.
None of my rock clubs.
If you're running around caring, then that's, like you said, you got to keep up that appearance and
then
you're still on this thing.
Yeah, and then you get dragged in. If you care, then you're still on this thing. That's man's biggest thing. Obviously, man's got an ego. Man needs to learn to try to not business what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't care. I'm not even there. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not even there. I literally don't give a shit what you man say about me. I said to you last time, I sit on my podcast every week, talking and thing. You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm not trying to be the coldest ice in the ice
I'm not trying to be the coldest ice cube in the ice street, bro.
That was a classic line. That was the classic, fam. I swear down.
But some men still are. I know enough men my age older that still care, that still get caught up, and when you get caught up in them things, that's where you can miss a step. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's like it's a fucked up, it's a vicious cycle. And I speak to some of the young, when I phone the streets to find out what's going on, and I talk to my people, every time someone else has gone to jail, this man's gone back to jail, this happened, he's gone to jail, he got caught with burners, food this, this, and I'm like, that don't you man, like, I'm not here to preach or nothing like that, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not here to preach to everybody. I'm saying, what about you, who I'm talking to, you here, I'm saying, do you want to do anything different? Because don't you see
what's going on
the
around
cycle?
you?
Don't you see what's going on? If you don't, then I'm not, like, you're still my brother. It's what it is, this thing. But you see, if you do, you need to start putting plans in place actively. You're not just going to wake up one day and be different. Like, it's not going to happen. You've got to think for the future. You've got to put these plans in place for you to be able to do different things. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's why I've always been how I've been, and studied things and learned things, because I always plan for my future. Because there was a time when I never. There's a time when I never cared about my future.
You think about, you don't think for tomorrow, you just think about today.
I didn't think I'd have a future. Man might think I'm joking. When I'm 17, 18, I swear on my life I never thought I'd live to be this age. Or if I was this age, I didn't think I'd be on the road. That's just my mindset, because of everything that I've seen around me. Everything that I've seen around me. You know what I'm trying to say? That older brother never made it past 21. None of my brothers never made it past 20. My brothers died 17. I think this man, life in jail, 22, 23, 1-on-1. So I've got so many examples of how the streets work. I'm saying, why is my story going to be any different? I didn't think I was going to make it past 25. You know what I'm trying to say?
Serious.
So once I start living and getting older, past that time, it's like, right, okay, cool, I'm here. I never even had a vision for this. I need to start thinking now. You know what I'm trying to say? But I can't even think about it now. I need to think about what I'm going to be doing when I'm 40. You know what I'm trying to say? That's what I really need to do. So I need to put things in place so when I'm old enough, I can do my thing. You're not just going to wake up one day. Even if you wake up one day and you decide you don't want to be on the streets no more. Alright, cool, that's good. That's the first step. But then what are you going to do?
It's not just going to change.
Nothing ain't going to change for you.
You have to put the actions in place.
You got to put the actions in place. If you ain't got no qualifications, if you ain't got no this, if you ain't got no that. Like, I've done pure funny things, bro. Man laugh at me, bro. I've been in the hood doing plumbing courses and film courses, and man laughing at me, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm a psycho, and I'm saying, alright, cool. I'm not telling you I want to be a plumber. But I'm telling you, if I wake up one day and I decide that I want to do something different,
at least I got my trade.
I need to be able to do something different. I need to be able to. If I don't teach myself something, or learn and know and have that confidence that, I can actually go and do something else, what am I going to do? You're going to end up in the bookies.
Like a lot of man. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've learned certain things and gone and done certain things to empower myself. You know what I'm trying to say? So if I do make that decision, if all this media stuff, music stuff, and it don't work, and it falls flat on his face, and it don't work, and it really don't work, and I've got new choices to make, it's like, alright, cool. I can take my own 2 hands and still go and earn some money.
That's right.
You know what I'm trying to say? I know that now within myself because I enabled myself to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Why you might want to laugh at me? But that's alright.
I've always been like that as well,
man.
Yeah.
That's your story. That's your business. I need to worry about myself. I don't care what people think about me, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say? But
that's deep that you said, because you see that not caring about what people think of you, it's one of the ways that you can actually change your whole mindset on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because you see, when you're always concerned about what people think of you, sometimes some men have to sell food and whatever to buy nice clothes to look fly.
Yeah.
It's like they have to keep up that appearance because man's been saying, oh, you're fly, though. So he's in the game not even for a goal. There's no goal, there's no nothing. He's just saying, I need to make sure that I look fly. So when man see me, I'm always looking fly. I got my little rollie, I'm in my Mercedes, I'm looking fly.
Yeah.
But the lifestyle he's living, it doesn't even make sense. It's not going anywhere for him. There's no end direction.
There's no direction.
8 years, what do you expect to do? He's like, you know, it is, man. Man, I has to pay my rent, innit, bro?
Man's got to be out here.
So it's like, I see what you're saying when you're saying that you have to change that mindset to be something better. And that's something that I think a lot of people will benefit from. Just hearing that you don't care what other people think of you.
Yeah, I read that.
Because a lot of youngers now, they'll get violated on a comment or in a video and they react straight away. It's like they can't help themselves. It's like they can't say, I don't even care what man's got to say. I'm making money, or I'm doing my thing, man. I got my kids. I got a different life. I don't really mind. It's like, what? Try to violate me? I have to say something. I mean, everyone, the media, because you know, the thing right now that is destroying everything with these. This is my belief. Is the blogs. See the blogs, the blog pages. They're keeping up madness. Nines versus Seabins.
Oh yeah, with all that controversy.
So it's like you're going there and you're seeing these videos and you're thinking, bruv, they're trying to violate me. You're feeling violated by watching the video. When you're hearing what's happened on both sides, you're like, bruv, why is this guy bringing this up? It's bringing emotions that probably wouldn't be there unless we saw it. But now you're seeing it. Like, I feel like a lot of these blog pages, they do have a lot to do with a lot of beef. They don't realize it. Like, man gets a violation. To me, I didn't really think nothing of it. I'm just playing it off like it never even happened. I'm still driving around, still getting money. But see, because you pull it out there, now everyone's calling me saying, wow, I saw that video of you getting violent. I'm in my yard just...
Yeah. You see this building up the anger.
You man, where you at? Meet me. So you see all of that, yeah? He's caring about what other people think.
Yeah.
If he just said, I don't even care, I'm getting money, I'm not even about that life. I'm not even going to be banging because I'm getting money, I've got a good life, I've got missus, I've got my mum's out the hood, I'm doing good now. I don't need to be taking myself back into certain spaces and that. But
it's mad because even though I just said that, like, it's like you got to find the balance, man. Especially for the man that's getting money in that. Because it's like, yeah, okay, cool, I don't care what people think about me. But I'm on the streets, I'm getting money. Man violated me, don't know let's say they robbed me or whatever. Alright, cool. I can take it on the chin, I'm getting money, boom, boom, boom. People put it out there, now it's out there. And it's like, alright, cool, forget the side of people thinking that you're an idiot. Man understand how the human brain works. Then man just took my things. But I've still got enough stuff. Yeah? It's like, somewhere out there, someone else is going to be looking at me like I'm food now. Do you get what I'm trying to say? My man robbed him, he ain't done nothing. And he's still got enough stuff. Yeah, when I see him, I'm eating too. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm eating too. That's a meal ticket right there. I'm gonna get him. So you got that side of things to do with, because it's like, if you're gonna be outside in these streets, you have to know how to play the game, innit? Like, you can't just be a victim. So then there's the pressure there, because you gotta let people know that this ain't I'm not food. Man think I'm pete fuluru, boy. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is mad. I'm not food. I'm nobody's food.
I think I'm a wildebeest in the jungle. Like, you
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then on the same, I'll give you the opposite side. If you are a money man and you're on the roads and you do get robbed, bro, it's part of the game. You're in a dirty game. If you're cutting through for years and man suck you, you've slipped. You're the reason why you got sucked. Don't get mad at other men and say, bro, I need to do this. Bro, just check yourself, bro. Like, what did you do wrong?
No, that's true. You're not wrong. But then how do you stop it to make sure it don't happen again then?
But I think that's just that lifestyle, isn't it?
It's mad.
That's the game, isn't it?
If you lick down if you go and lick down the youth that sucked you now, or you go and find him, then you go jail for 20 years. Then you're
that's what I was just about to say. I was about to say that.
True. Yeah, see, this is what
That's why it's called the trap.
You see how dumb it is? See how dumb it is?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Oh look, you're a hustler. So if you're every day you're rolling around with food on you can't be rolling around. You can't afford to be rolling around with another charge on you. You get me? So if you have to roll with your
It's
thing,
like one or the other, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of trappers are targets, because I know robbers from back in the day say, yeah man, rob trappers. 2 reasons: they don't snitch when they're not meant to, innit? They don't snitch and they don't roll with their team. I said, why don't they roll with it? Because he's already got 10 years on him, or you get me, whatever man's doing with his thing. So it's like a lot of them don't roll with it, but then that's why a lot of the trappers now they have their little ooters around them. You get me, that they're killing. You get me, that
this is why it's a proper.
It's a horrible game.
Proper catch-22.
It's a horrible game.
The bad youths, yeah, are more liable. The ones that are bad and the ones that are on things are more liable to get in trouble for it, or like for like you're saying, going doing a man something, or being involved in that in the first place. But at the same time, them same youths, yeah, are afforded a kind of freedom that, let's just say, that idiots don't have, because man know what this youth's on.
Yeah.
So not any Tom, Dick and Harry's trying it. So what was it, Dan? Like, if man's in beef, it's serious beef.
Yeah.
If anybody's trying it with me, it's a serious man. Something have to do with it. It
Yeah.
whittles down all the idiots. Whereas if you're lower on the pecking order, you got to do with everybody else above you. Whereas when you're up there, I'm only dealing with serious man. All you other man I ain't got to worry about. You man know what I'm on. When man see it straight away. They project it. They know. There's no. I'm not even gonna step to Donny because I know his story. You know what I'm trying to say? If I'm not on what he's on, I'm leaving him alone.
Sense, yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So this, like,
it's a duppy door for frightened, isn't it? That's
there you go. Duppy know exactly for frightened. You get what I'm trying to say? So like, it's a gift and a curse. But the whole thing is, yeah, being on the roads anyway, yeah, it's just low. And I'm not, like I said, I don't do the preaching thing. I'm not telling the kids to come off it, like, because a man was on it, innit? I just wish everybody the best. I just real life.
Yeah, don't worry. I wish you, if you're dead or you're in jail, that's the only 2 ways.
Yeah, I just wish you all the best, and I just hope you make it through it, and you see something different eventually in your life, and you can do something different. That's all I can do, because man understand how we live and how we grow, and the struggle, and poverty, and like all this kind of stuff. It's part of the game. Like you're saying, how's it going to stop? It's never going to stop.
It's true.
It's never going to stop. If it's going to stop, that means there's going to be no police.
Yeah.
Is there ever going to not be no police?
No,
Never.
There's always going to be crime, bro. You get me? Always going to be crime. Always.
Crime is profitable for the
I
economy.
got a sick question for you. What do you think of the youths that say putting man in a spliff? What do you think of that?
I think that is absolutely cold.
What do you think?
I said, I think that is absolutely cold. That
What was that bad man like?
is nine. That is
He like it. Oh boy.
It's gone. You think that's too far? Or you think that's too sick?
Bro, if you're living blood, you can't, you know what I mean? Oh, blood. I'm not in a position here to chat shit. Man's music wasn't drill.
Yeah.
But man know man's music, man know where man's come from, man know what the people them, man them, what they've been through and what was going through at the time. There's certain things that are well documented. And I can go back and listen to some music and listen to certain things that man said. I've said some real time fuckeries on tracks before.
But was you disrespecting the dead though?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You get me?
But
Yes.
in your younger years now you're older.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, because I've done that, I can't just turn my nose up it. Yeah, I'm not going to do it now.
Yeah.
I'll be a hypocrite. I'm not going to do it now. I'm not talking about it. But I've done it. I've been there. I've done it.
I
So
think-
I understand the energy. I understand where it comes from. And like that lingo, like putting man in the spliff, I think is cold.
No.
I can't lie. I think it's hard. I think it's hard, man.
No.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard.
You're mad.
No, I think it's hard.
Bad man. That is bad man.
Hey, you know what as well, yeah? The engineer, yeah, that's engineering that song doesn't help. They start doing the sonic coins and all them thing there.
What
Like,
did you
ding! That's when Sonic gets hurt and that. You know, like you're running with Sonic and then you go into the spikes and he's like,
Yeah,
you get me the point. Yeah, that means man's dead, bro.
This is where man's fucked up. This is the childish
You
side
are
of me.
corrupted, fam.
That's where the childish side of me comes with. Like, I love it. Like, I love drill. You get me? There's maybe I'm trying to wean myself off it a bit, but I've been around listening to drill with man my age and saying, bro, why are you listening? Like, how can you listen to this shit like constantly? Like, it's too much. But man, love like violence and that, like, and listening to badness, like, man, love it. Them men are creative and finding all these different ways to say some fuckery. Like, these men are nine. Like, I like it. I can't even lie. But
I think they took it too far on that side.
Do you think? Alright, cool. I got the question I'm gonna give everyone. Do you think that drill incites violence?
No, man. I think violence incites violence. If these kids weren't talking and living how they're living, they wouldn't have it to talk about it. They wouldn't have it to do it. I mean, the whole culture, what it's doing is it's influencing people who never lived that life or who don't live that life, because it's like it's kind of glamorized a bit, like, so it's influencing people who don't live that kind of lifestyle to go for it, to want it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, kids who ain't like that. You see funny youths from out of London, all these funny youths, and not just out of London, but you know what I mean, like funny suburban areas, or like trying to come across a certain way, or say even certain youths in the hood who might not have been that way, but they see what's going on, and then it forces them.
They want to be part of it.
They want to be part of it, or even just to protect themselves. It forces them into that life, so they have to go down there. And I'm saying it kind of does that, but it's not influencing the violence. The violence is happening.
Be there.
That's why they can rap about it. You know what I'm trying to say? That if you told them they're not allowed to rap about it, it's like, alright, cool, that means we just can't rap about it. Don't mean we're gonna stop doing it. These are the things that's going on. You know what I'm trying to say? That these people in the position of power are failing the communities. You know what I'm trying to say? That it's not being policed properly. These are failing the communities, and you're allowing these things to happen on a daily basis, and then you want to get upset because they're telling you their story. You know what I'm trying to say? So I don't like drill. I don't think drill's the problem. I think the problem is the problem. You just don't like that we're rapping about it. And like I said, mine weren't rapping drill, but you can go back and listen to my music, listen to the stuff that man's saying. And man ain't just rapping for sake of rapping. Man's telling you what's happening. As flagrant and as wild as man's lyric sounds, man's telling you what's going on in these streets. If they didn't happen, I couldn't rap about it.
I have that story to tell,
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
So do you think there's a real issue below it that's not getting addressed, but they're just trying to address that issue at the top?
Yes, that's always what the problem is. There's a serious issue below it, and they do certain things. They do certain things in the communities, and I don't know, like there's no like real outreach programs. There's no community centers. There's no real sense of community.
No workshops.
There's no workshops. There's no sense of community in the borough. You're not giving people options to see that they can do other things and do different things. You're just leaving them in a little boiling pot, and it's just this stuff's always going to happen. You know what I'm trying to say? That there's going to be animosity between people and whatnot. And you're not giving nobody no other opportunities to like really do different things. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're not supporting communities, you're not supporting community leaders, you're not trying to attack the problem. You know what I'm trying to say? And then once the problem's here, you can't do nothing about it. You can't save none of these youths.
And then it seems like all they're doing is all the creativity that the youths are doing, the creative ones, they're just trying to block that. So then you block their creativity now. Then what else are them ones that are being creative? So that's like 5 or 6 out of say one estate, 5 or 6 out of another estate. It's better than no one being, like the artists when they're taking their videos down and that.
Yeah, it's mad.
So what are they meant to have if
they're spitting violence? They're spitting violence and stuff. You don't want to endorse it, so you take away the opportunities. You're just going to leave them on the streets to come and do more violence. Whether what they're saying is good or bad or not, some of them are putting themselves in positions to change their life.
That's right.
And you're trying to block it.
And you're not giving them other angle.
And you're not giving them no other
solution.
option.
There's no solution.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Exactly what you're going
like, it don't make no sense. Like, you're not going to be happy. And obviously these police, they're only human, you know what I'm trying to say? And nothing of them take their job home. They're supposed to be working in hours and stopping this and stopping that and whatnot. Nothing of them take their jobs home. Nothing of them think about you when they go home.
That's right.
You know what I'm trying to say? Nothing of them been dealing with you in the streets for years. They heard what you done. They heard you chinged up my man. They know you're rare. If they can't catch you, they can't do nothing about it. So they're just setting for you and then they're just waiting. So if they know you're a bad man, they know they've raided you man's block bare time, they've took pure burners, they know you man have guns. You know what I'm trying to say? They know you man are trapping, they know you're doing things, they can't catch you, but they know your name, they're on you. And it's been years they've been on you. It's in their heart. You know what I'm trying to say? They take the job home, they go home, they're thinking about it.
Sleep dream about, man.
So then now, when they see you on the YouTube, being praised, even opportunity chances to earn money and stuff, millions of views and all that, and people are calling you whoever, and they're saying, that's my man. They're saying, nah, and what you're saying is fuckery as well and badness. They're saying, nah, not you, not him. He needs to pay for his crimes. You know what I'm trying to say? Rather than just say, right, you know what? he made it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I said, you start taking your job home. Obviously, yeah, you know what you're doing. But if you caught him, you would have had him in jail, or he's probably got in and out of jail. When you can catch him for doing something wrong, you catch him for doing something wrong. Yeah. If he got away for it and he's made it, yeah, then allow him. You know what I'm trying to say? And give him the chance to change his life. Because any of the youths that's doing both of them, that's still got their foot in the roads and rapping and doing back and forth, they go in and out of jail all the time. Yeah. So when you catch them for doing something wrong, you punish them for it.
That's right.
So when they're trying to do something right, leave them.
Yeah.
Because if the thing that they're doing right works, they might stop the badness.
Yeah. And they're going to take some of their friends with them as well and help their friends. You know what I'm saying? Change their friends' lives as well. Like, they're never going to be in the community no more. You know what I'm trying to say? So
changing situations, making man do different things. But yeah, but it's the game, and this is why it's mad, because it's a vicious cycle. I just don't think there's nothing you can do about it, man. I always tell people I'm a big advocate of like leading by example, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? And I think you need to go down to a lower base and you need to go to the kids that haven't been exposed to that kind of stuff yet, and letting them see that there's different things. So then you can save the future.
That's right.
With other generations. Yeah. People are too worried about trying to save the bad ones now. You're not going to convert them. They're in it. They're stuck. These man know what they're talking about. You know what I'm trying to say? Man have had chunks out of their skin, rude boy. You know what I'm saying? Man have gone funerals crying for their brethren that ain't never coming there no more. You know what I'm trying to say? Man have done days in the can. Like these man are cooked. You get me? Like these men are. No, I'm telling you.
I was going to say cooked.
No, these men are cooked.
Just fried. Like,
they're done. They're done. You can't save them. You know what I'm trying to say? And some of them will wake up for themselves. Like you're saying, we've all come from where we come from and where we are now. Some of them will make it through, the lucky ones, and will wake up for themselves and just start trying to do different. Yeah. Some of them are never. That's never going to happen. Like I said, you know what I'm trying to say? You need to go down to a base level, to a lower level, and get the youth them and show them different things. I think the best thing to do is just lead by example, because no one wants to hear preaching. No one wants to hear no preaching.
It's true.
Even like to me now, someone watching this, some of these young boys, they might just feel like this nigga's saying shit. I don't hear this.
Yeah. I think that some of them will rate you.
Some of them are, because some of them have been reaching out to us from our area still and saying, I like what you lot are doing, man. We're trying to even get them on the pod, but they're like, I'm not on this podcast thing, you get me? You get me? But nah, man, it's good though, because this is documented, and it's a lesson for even kids that they might think it now, when they grow older and they might go back onto the YouTube or go back onto the footage, they see that man's talking sense. Yeah. And man is leading by example, because like you said, man's turning up, man's working, you get me? Like, man's not on YouTube or even on the roads in the community saying to these youths, go catch, come, man's got a spot here, you can build a line here, and like what was programmed into our heads, innit? So I'm saying, I will keep saying that, because man, we're helping to change it, innit? Like, there's needs more of us, man.
Yeah, no, what you man are doing is nang, man, and that's what you can do, is just be leaders in your community and just show a different way. You know what I'm trying to say, and just work and actually do it and put it into practice, because like you're saying, it's gonna inspire people. 100%. Man, look at you saying, if these men can do it, I can do it. Yeah, 100%. You know what I'm trying to say, and you just gotta keep going. I think that's what everybody's got to do, man. But it's sad, man, because I'm a firm believer that you just can't save everyone.
I believe that as well. Still. But you can change one life, and that to me, one life is more than a whole community.
And it takes a village to change to raise that as well. You see, like the younger one's a child. It takes a village to raise a child. So it's not just like your parents at home. It takes like the community that you're around, your friends and everything. So I'm saying, so if you might have a friend that works in, say, a marketing company or something like that, and your child's interested in doing that, or filming media company, at least you can refer them. You see what I'm saying? If you've got all bad friends, who can you refer your child to? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%.
What we're doing is, like everyone with the podcasting, the artists as well, the young artists, everyone's building a village, innit? So then when our children are growing up, at least there's a direction for them in the village to go to, because the snakes, which is the government, they ain't trying to help us. You get me? That's the reality of it, bro. You get me? They ain't trying.
Another question for you: what's the worst thing that can happen in a relationship? He's had the mad thoughts. Did you see the face? Hey, I hope that camera got defaced. Hey, the maddest thought came to his head ever.
No, what's the worst thing that could happen in a relationship? What do you mean, like cheating and stuff like that? I think that the worst thing that could happen if for a man and a woman in a relationship is that like you lose trust in each other. You lose trust in each other, you lose faith in each other, and it could be for not just necessarily for cheating and stuff like that. There's sometimes that people are on different visions. You might feel like your partner's not got your back like you thought they had. You know what I'm trying to say? They're not trying to support your dreams or You know, like just once you realise, raw, me and this person ain't on the same wavelength. That is horrible, because not everybody just wakes up and says, "Oh, you know what, it's done." There's a lot of people that are in relationships that have been dying over time. These that have built up these that have been together. You feel like I owe you. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I know what you've been through with me. I know what you've done for me. Like, I owe you. I can't just wake up and just leave and just duck out. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we put in too much, and there's enough people that's in them positions, and the relationships are just dying out over years, and people ain't happy. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, people want different things, but it's scary to just go out on a limb and say, you know what, I'm gonna leave my gal there, and then you don't even know what you're moving into. You get me? When you do the pros and the cons, she might even have more pros than cons, but a few of them cons are grinding away at you. You know what I'm trying to say? That it's not right. Obviously, nothing's ever going to be perfect. Some people move like the soulmate thing. I mean, I don't believe that. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? But I know enough people, I know enough men that are suffering in silence. You get what I'm trying to say?
In their relationship.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that, because obviously life's about sacrifices, and especially when you have kids and these things like that, like, you have to make sacrifices, and sometimes you have to sacrifice your happiness.
Yeah.
There's bare man, if they had it their own way, they'll just be running around while doing what they want to do, because this is what I really want to do. But you look at your situation, look at your gal, you look at your youths, and rah, 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 rah. It's not even about me anymore. My happiness can go on the back burner.
That's right.
I've got commitments. I've got to do this, and this is what I've got to commit to. You know what I'm trying to say? It's sacrifice. And even though you've understood it and it's a choice that you're making for yourself, sometimes you do feel like there's a little piece of you that's dying inside all the time. You know what I'm trying to say? The sacrifice is a selfless thing, but once you're honest with it, you're doing something you don't want to do. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. In an ideal world, I'd be over there.
Yeah.
But I'm here. And this has been going on for years now. And I'm just dying inside. You get me?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That's horrible.
You get what I'm saying? But a lot of relationships are like that, and a lot of people are going like that. It's not just man, gal as well. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, once you go through certain things, you've been through certain things, and they got that it's just hard to just break ties with people, man. You know what I'm trying to say? That's why usually when they do break ties, it's because of something volatile happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? And it forces you to make a decision.
Yeah,
something major, and it's just like, I can't stand for that. You get me? Man cheating, gal cheating, or man hitting their gal or whatever. No, like just funny things. With the violation so big, it's like, this ain't gonna work. We've got our own separate ways. What about when it's not that? What about when it's just little things? You know what I'm trying to say? And you're thinking, I can't leave her for that. Like, you're not happy, but it's not, I can't leave her for that. That I'm like, what, leave my youths, what, for that? Or just because I want to do, that's selfish. I can't do that. You know what I'm trying to say? So you stick things out. I mean, I don't think nothing lasts a test of time anyway. Enjoy your relationships while you're in it. No last forever.
True, you know that.
Yeah, man said nothing will last forever, but I'm saying, so yeah, you know what, yeah, that's deep what you said, you know, about the worst thing that can happen in a relationship is someone staying but not wanting to be there, because that psychologically that takes a toll on you.
100%.
Yeah, man, you start to become stressed out. Man's hairline will recede and that. Man just leave. Man's hairline's alright. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see what happened to
I've
me.
had bare stress. Luckily, I've still got my hair, but luckily, man, I've had mad stress, but it's gonna go soon. I reckon it's gonna get grey still.
You're gonna get grey, nah, man. You're a young boy.
I'm gonna get a grey, but you know, I was gonna say, who inspires Margs, innit?
Who inspires me?
Yeah, I'd like to know that about people now, man. Because you do a lot, fam, and you're so focused, innit? And you've been through a lot, and you're just focused. So what inspires you to just keep? I know you said a few things, obviously, are holding that, but there must be something
like obviously I've got people around me that inspire me in the field that I do. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, obviously, like my family and that. I'm big family orientated. I want to be here for them more than anything. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I want to be here. That's why it's easy for me to make decisions about roads. I don't want you to come and see me in jail anymore, or come and see me in hospital anymore. None of these things. I want to be like, that's a big inspiration for me. You get me? My mum, my sister, my brother. Like, they mean a lot to me. You know what I'm trying to say? But mostly, blood. It's just trying to finish this. It's just trying to finish this story and this path that I'm on, that, and I just want to be able to, like, I just want to win for once. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, that's how I just feel like. That's kind of what inspired me to just keep going and keep doing things. Because man's been through so much fuckery, and it just feels like it's just always bad. It's just always bad. It's always hurt. It's always lost. It's always falling short. But it's like, if you stop trying, then you don't get to the, like, that's just a little part. Like I said, that's just a little part of your story. That's not the whole thing, innit? And you have to go through that to get to the sunny days. And I feel like man's put in so much here, bro, and had so many bad days that I deserve some good days. Like, I deserve it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well,
I don't know what it looks like, but I have to keep going to get there. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what inspires me. So that's why I say all I can do is try. All I can do is keep trying and keep going. And when it comes and I see it, and then I'll know. And then I feel within myself like, rah, alright, cool. All this was worth it. Or at least it's trying to make up for everything that's happened. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's when I think that I can't stop. If I stop now, my story's just nothing but heartache and pain and rubbishness. And I think like that can't be it.
There has to be light at the end of the tunnel.
There has to be. You know what I'm trying to say? That it's like that meme where you see the man stop digging and the diamonds is just there and like, I can't stop. I don't want to stop digging. You get me? I have to keep going. That's what I say. Just to finish my story is what inspires me to just get up every day and work and do what I'm doing. Because if not, I'll probably go crazy or something. You know what I'm trying to say? That I'll probably go crazy. Like, I've got enough. Like, I've got enough things that I haven't really dealt with, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? That enough demons, enough loss, things that, and all them things that they're finite. Like, they're not like these people that I think about in my spare time. Like, they're not coming back. You know what I'm trying to say? There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can say. You know what I'm trying to say? That it's done. You know what I'm trying to say? That and if I just stop and just wallow in man's thing, then I don't know where I'd be, like. That's the truth of it. Like, I don't know where I'd be, like. So what inspires me is just the fact that I have to keep going, because if not, I'm gonna pop down, innit? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna crumble, like, because I need something good. You get me? Like, I don't know, like, it's mad. I just had like my son's like, well, my son's nearly 2. Even me, like, being my son, like, some of the only times I feel like genuine happiness.
You know, that's right. That's called real love. That's what's called. It's called real love.
Like, not even doing nothing, just being with him. Like, genuine happiness.
Happy,
I don't feel that. Like, well, it's like it's fleeting. It's like a little time here. No, but like being with my son makes me feel genuine happiness, bro. Like, over the moon, like love that man's never felt in man's life. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and even stuff like that. It lets man know, like, rah, there is more, innit? There is better days, there is more. You get what I'm trying to say?
That's my legacy day.
Alright then. So I gotta keep going. You get what I'm trying to say? That. So yeah, that's really, it's just because I just don't want to pop down. That sounds fucked up.
No, that's powerful. Still.
Do you think a lot of people on the road, do you think that they're suffering from mental health?
Oh yeah, everyone got MH.
It's called MH. And I'm calling it that now.
That's
a new word.
Man that are on the road doing madness. Do you think they got mental health?
Yeah.
MH stuff.
If the MH stuff, this is mental health. They're gone. Cool. I've got it. I'll tell people all the time. I'm telling my mum the other day. Saying I'm telling you now. If we was from different walks of life, going through some of the things that we've gone through, our parents would have made us go to counselling. If we could have been afforded them kind of things, if we were upper class, middle class youths, or whatever it may be, suburban youths, whatever it may be, if we was from a different walk of life, we would have to address these things that we go through. Man's never addressed nothing. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just all up here. You get what I'm trying to say? No. Everybody's story is different, but I'm saying I've had people snatched from me from when I was young. You know what I'm trying to say? That my older siblings, like, that dead. You get what I'm trying to say? That my brethren, my age, was with him, went up the road, come back, gone, never seen him again. You know what I'm trying to say? I've been stabbed, I've been shot, I nearly popped down through just through life stuff, normal health, like just natural stuff.
I remember you were saying that.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember I see it on the Twitter, fam. I was like, what the hell?
So like, man's nearly lost pure time. Man's had ups, man's been down in the dumps. Man have to deal with making music, being popular, and not even, like, man's dreams being snatched away from them, and not, like, you get what I'm trying to say, that failure, all these kind of things, that, and it's all bubbled up into one. And man's never had a conversation with anybody about it, or like I don't know, someone that could really, like, get your mind right and whatnot. You just cut through every day. These things have to affect you. You know what I'm trying to say? Like PTSD, all these kind of things, like these things have to affect you. Like man don't, like depression, man been depressed before. And man not even realised it till they come out of it. Where you're just in a slump and you just don't want to do nothing. You know what I'm trying to say? You just don't want to do nothing for nothing. You just don't want to do nothing. Nothing don't matter. Nothing don't seem right. You don't care. You're just slumped off in your yard, baked off, burning up weed, and just you know what I'm trying to say? And just there. Ain't got your mind right. Money issues. Man's been bait to where man's not wanting to step out. And I'm saying it's not about being scared. It's not about having fear. Yeah. It's about danger. You know what I'm trying to say? Man ain't scared. Even maybe you are a little bit, but I'm saying like, if I step out, I've got something with me. So if we're gonna get into that, we're gonna get into that. That's alright, cool. If I do take the time to step out, I'm gonna defend myself. I know what I'm like. I know how I feel in it. So it's not even just being a fraidy cat and a victim. That's not it. Because if we're gonna get into it, we can get into it. But then there's a point of not even wanting to just get into that in the first place. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Everywhere man go, man know man face. Everywhere man go, man know who I am. Everywhere. I don't know these youths. I don't know these people. People that want to see me, want to do things to me, I don't have a clue who they are. You know what I'm trying to say? So you walk places, you go places, everywhere you go, then you have to have a certain energy and a certain attitude about you. Have your back up all the time. Seeing strangers, seeing young youths that man don't know who you, like what's up.
True, yeah.
Like these are on this, and this is every day of your life. You know what I'm trying to say? That it's playing with you. Then you just turn against each other. This is why this stuff happens in the hood. You just end up hating each other. Every time you see a black man, you got energy for him. It don't make sense. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, let some white youths or some Asian youths walk past, you're not even going to penny them. Let some black youths you don't know in hoodies and that come past you, you're thinking, yo, who are these niggas?
You said that on the last episode as well. And that's like love as well, man. That's like to do with like self-love and that as well.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm saying everybody, that's just things that I've gone through for myself. And everybody's gone through the same thing. Everyone can relate to at least one of these situations. And we're just dealing with it, bro. We're just out here just dealing with it ourselves. You know what I'm trying to say? And no real outlets to get it off your chest. You know what I'm trying to say? No way to get any real closure. Of course man's got mental health issue, bruv. PTSDs and that. Seeing your brethren shop, seeing like, bruv, I think everyone's mad.
I agree with that.
It's deep that you said that because like even to this day I go certain places and people will be like, why are you watching it back so much? Bruv, I'll be like, bruv, you've got memories of things happening when you wasn't. When you was living in La La Land, man.
Thinking everything's sweet.
So now, like you're on point more than a normal person in any ends that you go to. You're not even thinking that I'm in these ends. It's sneaky, man. Don't know me. No, you're like you're moving smart. You're still moving how you move in the ends.
Have to scan everywhere.
Everywhere.
But that's not normal, you know. Someone showed me when I went abroad. There's like, why are you moving like this? There's some African brother, he's like, brother, you're safe here. Like, but in my mind, I'm thinking, am I? Like,
man, probably got meshes, everything.
Yeah, but
you don't really feel like
he's saying to me, bro, you're safe, man. Don't worry anymore. Like, stop. Because he's saying this, we don't act like this in this country. We don't look over our shoulder. If it happens, it happens. But we're not like that. So he's seeing me and he's saying, that's not right behaviour. And I'm thinking, it's normal for me as a person. If I'm rolling with Fen, it's a normal way of me. I'm always scanning my surroundings. Everything around me, I'm scanning.
I'm the same,
I'm talking to you, you're talking to me.
I'm scanning everything. I'm scanning like that regular, innit?
So I'm just like...
It's like I don't pay attention, but I'm listening.
Yeah. So we said tomorrow,
Yeah, but I'm looking at every car.
I'm looking at everything. But you might think, a normal person in a normal world, living a 9-to-5 life that's never ever done anything, they looking at you thinking, you're weird.
Yeah, but you've never done... I hear you, but it's the normal for us. You've never been through it, so you can't relate. You've never been... That's why it's called slipping, because that's why it's called slipping. You get caught slipping. You think everything's cool. The 1 minute it's that sod's law. The 1 second you think everything's cool is when it's not going to be cool.
Yes.
You know what I'm trying to say? And you don't know, like, for man, bruv, I'm happy and I'm lucky that I get a lot of love and I show a lot of love in the streets, but it's like, it's a toss of a coin, bro. When man see me and say, right, that's Margs, that could be a thumbs up, yeah, man, rock with you. That could easily be a, yo, pussy.
Yeah.
Like, any given time. You know what I'm trying to say? And where you're saying that it's fucked up because it's happened to man everywhere. I've left the country, bro. I've left the country and been walking down, I don't know, like just different countries. I've been in different countries and man, I see man and gone, raw, Margs.
Yeah.
So it's like, in the back of my head, I have to remember that I can always get caught. Always get caught slipping.
So what? You've been out of the country and man tried the thing.
No, it's been good. They've been showing man love. But what I'm trying to say is, you can't take that love for granted, innit?
Yeah.
Just because it's love that time, it doesn't mean the next time's going to be love.
That's right. Yeah.
It could be, if you get recognised, you get recognised. And like I said, it's a toss of a coin whether it's going to be cool or whether it's going to be not. You don't know.
It's true.
There could be 10 times in a row it's love. That 11th time it could be a problem.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No,
so it's always in the back of your head. You get what I'm saying?
For real. Everywhere man goes.
Everywhere man go, blood. Everywhere man go. It fucks me. Man go new places, man go places. And man just have to just scan,
everything
scan, and see everybody's energy.
Yeah.
And it takes me not long to think, alright, cool, I'm blessed here.
Yeah.
I'm cool now.
It's true though, yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? That you have to scan, pre.
Yeah, I know.
You get me? Who are these youths?
Yeah, who's this?
Where are these youths from? Who are these youths? What's their story? Boom. Or what? No, they're cool? Alright, cool. Who are these man? Like, I think to know everyone's blessed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
It's true though. Because you can't go into somewhere blind, innit? Because sometimes you don't know, like you said, you don't know who's hating on man or who's out to get man. So I'm trying to say, so I totally agree with that, my bro, man. You know what I was gonna say as well? What is your favourite? Because I know you do the pen game, the rap battles, yeah. So I was gonna ask you as well. What's your favourite clash, like your musical clash in history? Could be in rap, grime, bashment. I know I got mine still.
I like vibes with Movado.
Back. But, bro, I swear down. That's mine, you know. All time, fam.
Vibes with Movado was lit. Bro.
Yeah.
Vibes with Movado was
lit, innit?
Yeah.
The whole round up, everything to it.
What's another one that's, let me think though. Vibes with Movado was so cold, man. That was cold. Even like the rhythms that they were dropping, it's not even like they were cold, they're big tunes.
I went Jamaica in that era as well. I think it was like 07, 08. I think I went out there and it was mad. And everyone was on to vibes.
English wise, I don't know, you might need to refresh my memory. Who's had like real clashes English wise? Because apart from like the Lord of the Mics stuff,
yeah.
Who's had like real animosity or got at it like that? I don't really think. Maybe
I would say, I know, because I would say with the Lord of the Mics, my favourite Lord of the Mics would be, it might be out of the P Money and Big H. Yeah.
Oh, blood! That's my favourite.
He destroys him, fam. He destroys him, blood. I don't care, bro.
Wait there. Who are you saying? Who destroyed who?
P Money. What P Money? What one? P Money and Big H or P Money Dot Roy? You took him.
P Money and Big H.
Yeah. P Money destroyed him.
But you see H, yeah?
Yeah.
H is one of my funniest people.
Yeah.
I don't even know him. I don't know him.
Yeah.
But you see, like, he is funny, bro. He is funny. And he said a couple of, obviously on a grand thing, on a bar thing, obviously P Money done his thing, yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm childish, bro.
Yeah, go on.
My man said a couple of things, yeah, that I can't ever forget. And in my mind, even when I think back at it, yeah, I don't really think about P Money. I just think about H.
Don't lie. That's the first person I've heard. Go on. What did he say? Wait, what did he say again? I can't even remember what H said again in that clash. What did he say? Oh yeah.
Bring out the AK Don. Man, we have like, right, where's JJ gone?
And then he goes, was on one extra. How come you didn't bring Blacks on Death Part? Yeah, that one there is a mad thing still. The wrestler part.
Like, I have to get where I'm at to beat that Cyan. I said, look, you beat Cyan, then you're there dead like Diane.
Yeah, yo! He sent for Cyan, fam. Why though? We're talking about the like what's the best clash in it, like in history and that. So he's saying in Big H and P Money's one.
Smash my Xbox.
Ghetto and Bashy, man. Ghetto and Bashy.
Oh, bro.
Ghetto and Bashy. No one forgets that.
But Bashy got smoked.
But Ghetto got upset though, man. That's why I think that clash got spoiled still, man.
No, but that's how clashes were back in the day, man.
Ghetto got a bit upset. I think Ghetto could have been more professional in that clash still. But it's young days, isn't it? Ghetto's in these young. Do you know what one of my favourite is though? There's Dot Rotten and P Money, yeah. And what was the other one? Dot Rotten and P Money.
Chipmunk versus everyone.
I was gonna say Chipmunk versus when he was banning Tiny Temper, when he was banning
Bugsy and Young'un.
Yeah.
Blood.
He mocked it.
Kid's a warmonger, bro.
Yeah, he's a warmonger, fam.
He was going.
That was a time I was like, nah, man, just leave him alone, man.
Yeah, he was doing man's mum's accent and that, and he was violating still. Yeah, bro, for Tiny Temper.
what's going in? And he slew the young'un. Young'un tried to come back, but
That was cold still. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie. That was cold as well.
Who got caught with the Nandos?
Young and
oh yeah, by some big you in it. Grabbed him. Why though? That wasn't like to do with chip though, was it?
Yeah,
Just
that
some-
was his brethren. His brethren caught him.
Is it?
Yeah, his brethren caught him with the Nandos.
imagine, yeah, because man done the shots fired DVD with Link Up where they're talking about that, yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know my attitude. Like I'm always just there making jokes. I was probably just chatting shit, whatever. And then something come up with the younger thing in the Nandos. I remember it being a big U. I can't remember what I said,
So
but I
weird.
just know what I'm like. I probably said something dumb or cheeky or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I think I'm funny sometimes. I'm in Manchester with my brethren, and there's a wham U at the door about to come in, and I'm sitting in front of the door with my brethren on the table. Boom, boom. There's just huge wham, and he's looking at me. I remember I told you, man's scanning the place everywhere. You get me? So he's looking at me. Boom, boom. I look at him. I look away. And you break eye contact just to double check.
Yeah.
And you look back again. He's looking at me again. So I'm looking at him. Nothing comes off it. He comes and he sits down. And I'm here. And then he sits there again. He sits. He's like, they put him here. So we kind of catch eyes again. You get me? I'm thinking. These times he's big. So I'm saying, all right. Wagwan. You know what I'm trying to say? That. And I think he gets up to go toilet. He walks past me. We're looking at him. We catch eyes again. And I'm saying, Wagwan. And he's like, ah. He goes, yeah, brother. I'm the brother from the Nandos, who's younger than that.
No way.
You get me?
That is the maddest way to describe yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, man ain't known for nothing, like.
I know some
That's
real
what I'm
clout,
saying.
man. You know.
The DVD just come out, yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm nearly sure I said something. Like I couldn't be sure what it was, but I know what I'm like.
Yeah.
I've definitely commented on the big U, and I don't know whether I cussed him or cussed. I don't know what I
Yeah.
said, but I know I said something, and that's the only reason why he's letting me know because he's probably seen it,
Yeah.
and I said something. You get me? But I can't remember what I said. You get what I'm trying to say? So he's like, oh yeah. He's a young from Nando. I start laughing.
That's a hard deal. Bust out, man. I love that.
I said, well, I'm on, brother. You're
Yeah.
big for real, innit?
It was wet.
That is the maddest. I would have been in tears. If man described
Yo,
himself like that, I would have laughed.
But he was cool though.
Yeah.
Like he shook my hand and that. I was like, yeah. I was like, no, you're definitely big, innit? You're definitely big. I was like, oh, man, love, man, bless. You get me?
Yeah.
But that was it.
Yeah.
But I was saying, my brother, he's like, oh yeah. So why is he moving like that? I'm saying, bro, I can't remember because I might have been trying shit about him. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? That I don't know because I just know like I'm an idiot. I can't remember what I said. But I know for a fact for him to even like thing and say, I must at that time I must have said something. You
Yeah.
get me? I can't but yeah, no, he's big.
Big guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's big. He's big.
What, real life big, yeah?
You know, he's real life big.
Holding on to the man.
He's taller
Man,
than big.
dropped in Nando's cup. That's the best thing to do, man.
Because I'm not hedged,
Nando's
because I'm
best thing
tall, I don't feel small around people. You know what I'm trying to say?
But my man, you say you overshadowed, man. Like
My man is big, blood. You get me? Yo, to my brethren, if you get pops up, just grab his ankles.
I think he's gonna say Garbo and lick him. I said grab his ankle.
Just grab his ankles and get them tight so he drops.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. UFC style. That's sick, you know. That's so smart. That's so smart.
Like,
Like
that is some next
he's not moving nowhere, bro. Man got man's
Yeah, if you get that guy and you grip him tight, it's not going nowhere.
some shamrock thing, boy.
Yeah, I'm saying you. That's your one job. Just focus on the ankles, grab them, and just don't let them go. Tight. You get me?
Hold them.
Yeah, he's cooked.
Just getting smoked up. Bap, work.
You know, funny.
That was jokes. I remember that. Yeah.
Alright, so what has Mars got for the future for the people then, man? Tell the people what you got in for the future.
Boy, I'm loving this media space right now. So, I've got a few things in the pipeline. I'm not even sure if I'm even allowed to talk about them because they ain't even come to fruition yet. But I'm trying to go into the media space. I want to produce shows that produce the content, not even necessarily be on it, kind of thing. Like I want to produce shows. Even that's why I do with the pen game thing. That's why I'm like the production side of it, and I host it in that. You get me? I want to be in front of the camera, so I'm looking to start trying to produce more shows, just more content, music soon. I just need to sort it out. You know what I'm trying to say? Might even try and see if I can like pattern up like a radio kind of show or something like that.
That'll be sick.
Radio.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be proper radio or DAB or internet radio or whatever.
Or like music playing or just have a show.
Well, I'm not a DJ. I think music would come into it. I can't DJ. I have to learn and
get on the Seratos. You get me?
Yeah, but even just like I don't know whether it would be a daily place where a man can kick it. More just like the podcast stuff, more like, but different though. Like the radio kind of thing, just set up. Like I want to branch out to do different things. Get what I'm trying to say? Like I want to try and move over to TV and that. You get me? So if you can create dope shows and get them onto TV, and then you're winning. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I said, it's not necessarily things that I have to be a part of.
That's right. You can be behind the scenes.
Yeah, I just want to create them. You know what I'm trying to say? So all this stuff that I'm doing now, like I said, everything for me is just always stepping stones to different things. You know what I'm trying to say? That. So I'm just patterning up and working, doing the podcast every day, doing all these different podcasts, presenting my show, producing stuff to get myself educated in the media scene, so I can take it to the next level. You know what I'm trying to say? That do different things so I can take it to TV, so I can get, the more stuff I do, the more opportunities I get to work with bigger brands and people will put my name forward to do things, the judging stuff and rare. So it's just all like a learning curve for me to like take the next step, and I do want to work my way over to TV. And it's mad because I don't even actually know how I'm going to do it, if that makes sense. Like I'm working on the fly, like I haven't got a plan to say if I do this and I do this and I do this, I'm going to get there. But everything I do, more doors open. You know what I'm trying to say? More doors open, get more experience. People see me in a different light, see I'm capable of doing different things. And when the opportunities come up, I just take them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah, just more media work, man. I've got a few things coming up, man. When they open us back up, live shows for the podcast, we're taking that around the country. Definitely. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
100%.
Well, you taking us on tour with you, yeah?
Yeah, we're coming tour with you, yeah?
Well, you stuck it on me. I'm not gonna say no now, am I?
Hey, we're rolling, bro. We're rolling. We're rolling. That would be fun, you know. I swear.
Yeah, no, it's fact. You can.
Hey, no, we'll roll.
No, oh
still,
God, yeah, come.
I'm
trying to.
I'm dead, bro.
I don't want these man to people to steal my idea, but no, it is niggas don't like. I need to just put myself in a place that I can just do what I want to do. Because I say that and have a hub. So you see, like them old school tours that man's seen, say that the Americans do, like the Up in Smoke tour, the Cash Money tour, all these things, all these artists going around and doing crazy things. Like see, like the podcast need to come together and use all their platforms.
That's right.
All the big ones, all the up and coming ones, whatever, and just go and have and just do like a madness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And that's the kind of things that I wanna do, that I wanna put in place. Get all the popular podcasts, some less popular ones, and we just go and we just tour the country.
Yeah.
You get me? Just tour the country and just mash it up and just show people wow, go on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well
What's going on?
done.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Come take a seat. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, bruv, I'm coming on. I've already said it. I've already put my space already. I don't know.
Yeah, man's there,
No,
bro.
What
forward.
settings I'm there.
You're not forward.
I'm there. No, I'm there. 1,000,000%.
What
That's
settings?
I want to get a few people. I want it to be a thing, if that makes sense. I don't want it to just be like, it's going to be the first time doing it. Loons is from a different background. Loons from the streets. Loons ain't even done nothing like that before. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I want, when we touch the streets, I want it to be an experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? That
Yeah.
I want to do it with my brothers and people that man rock with and people that support man and all that. So yeah, 100%. You should definitely step through.
right there.
Once I get it lined up, I'll just give man the dates, and if you can commit to it, then just
Last
come.
Right there.
That's
That's
it.
yeah, man.
That's it. Hey, plug everyone in with what you do, all your socials and that.
What's my socials? I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, that's Margs MT, Margs MT, follow me up. There's the No Behaviour podcast on the Instagrams, No Behaviour TTP on Twitter, follow us on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, No Behaviour podcast, Spotify, Apple Music, just put in No Behaviour podcast, you'll find us anywhere. You get what I'm trying to say?
Come on.
That's what I'm pushing at the minute. Pen game rap battles as well. I've got too much.
Yeah, tell them.
Subscribe to that, follow that up. If you're interested in getting involved in the next season, you think you got bars, hit me up or hit up the Pen Game page. You get me? Send a little video of yourself doing your thing, and we'll consider you for the next season. There's money on the line. You win £1,000. You never know, I might even up the money next time as well. You can get a free video from Link Up TV, get put on the platform, so there's promotions there, there's opportunities there. If you're on it, shout me, let me know, man. And we're just working, man. Just type in Margs anywhere, man. You'll find me, man. I'm outside.
Come on. Nah, big up for today as well, man.
Love for having me,
Really
man.
appreciate
Dope,
it,
man.
Nah, safe for that, my brother, man. Big up in it, yeah. We'll catch up again. You get me?
Yeah,
You know
definitely.
already. Family now, bro. That's it.
100% dead there.
Come on, man.
Red
Love
Talks, no
for that.
behaviour, already know it.
Done, no way.